Witnesses and then okay, all right. My 4-year-old planted a garden, built a house, and corralled some pigs all before lunch today. Not in real life, of course. This was enabled, virtually through video games. Obviously, he's much too young for that kind of work, but through a video game, he was able to explore, create, and express himself in a way that can't be done in life with resources at hand. I'm sure everyone has some memories from childhood, imaginative fantasies, things they wanted to do, ways they wanted to express themselves, and tried to express themselves through means such as writing, manipulating objects, or any other way they can to try to share what is in their minds. Many may have that experience with their kids, them trying to communicate to them. How many of these ideas were lost in translation? Never fully comprehended because the child didn't have the means to fully express himself creatively.
Right.
Modern technology has created a vast pool of resources to help our children grow with resources right at their fingertips. Video games allow children to let their imaginations run wild, create, and just do anything they want. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
You're doing
Tablets and easy access to the internet and apps put the opportunity for creative growth literally at their fingertips. Turning play into learning can be fun and is important for their growth.
Amen.
Now let me make a jump to mention a concept in mathematics called game theory. As defined by Merriam-Webster, it is the analysis of a situation involving conflicting interests in terms of gains and losses among opposing players. Why am I relating mathematical theory to children's toys, you may ask? According to Psychology Today, the everyday expression of creativity often takes the form of trying out a new approach to a familiar dilemma. The challenges of decision making and the experience of cause and effect are fundamental to exhibiting our potential for creative growth throughout life. According to an article in the International Business Times by Paul Wright in October of 2017, an archaeological dig in ancient Turkey from 5,000 years ago revealed children's toys, a rattle and a carved chariot. From ancient history until present, children's toys and games have served dual functions, to entertain and to help them grow developmentally. Children expand their creative ability through imagination, creation, and acting out through toys. This teaches social concepts and helps develop emotional skills. Through playing games, children learn cause and effect, consequences of choice, and learn to deal with the results of their actions, learn to deal with loss and winning, and learn to cope in ways that they can't through normal everyday experiences. According to the California Department of Education, in an article on symbolic play is a common early childhood behavior, also called pretend play, make-believe, fantasy play, or imaginative play. And representational thinking is a core component of symbolic play. For example, children playing outside may want to plant a garden or use a wheel to enact playing with a toy. Although fun and games, toys can be creative. My son has never used a hoe to till a garden, but today, playing a game, we planted seeds, tilled the grass with a hoe, watered the pumpkin seeds, and grew a garden. We discussed pistons and electrical conductivity. We practiced applying concepts that we could never do with normal resources at hand. It is common in modern times for children to have a heavy reliance on toys and games and just use them for play. But when they are used creatively, it gives them a vast opportunity for growth that has never before been imagined for us. Human intelligence is defined by Encyclopedia Britannica as a mental quality that consists of the abilities to learn from experience, adapt to new situations, understand and handle abstract concepts, and use knowledge to manipulate one's environment. It also states that psychologists have generally agreed that adaptation to the environment is key to understanding both what intelligence is and what it does. This clearly relates to developmental value and expanding a child's pool of creative resources. True, a game can be just a game if that's all it's allowed to be. but a game that is used constructively to stimulate a child's thought, express ideas, and allow a child to experiment with fantasies and concepts can greatly increase that child's cognitive potential. In conclusion, throughout history, toys and games have been essential tools to teach children while entertaining them. Rudimentary toys such as blocks and dolls have been used to develop spatial and social skills and recognitional skills. Just like adults, children find ways to manipulate the world around them to express their inner thoughts and ideas. Through toys, they become tangible. Through games, they become imaginatively acted out. However, the limit of resources for toys and games in the past has limited the scope of creativity. The infinite imagination had a very finite means of expressing itself. Now the methods are increasing rapidly. A wealth of potential resources has developed over the years that, if used properly, can be a wonderful asset to the growth of our children's development. Thank you.
Woo! Jason, we love you!
Technology is changing the world.
Why don't you work here anymore if this is
Thank you, everyone.
Real. There's more.